Welcome back to bennystake. I'm your girl Benny, and listen, today I'm bringing you yet another episode. Listen, we've been doing a lot 1-2-1-3. I'm so grateful that some of the videos that I've been doing, it's kind of like been engaging us in conversations. And I want to first of all say, go ahead and subscribe, okay? Do not have me as a side piece. Do not have me as let's make this official. Okay, let's make this official. Okay? You ain't got nothing to do. Let's make this official. What's that Bruno Mars song that he done sang about the proposal? That baby done said it's a beautiful night. Okay? We're looking for something dumb to do. Oh, baby, I think I want to marry you. Okay? Because obviously, you ain't got nothing important, nothing better to do. So let's just go ahead and get married. Let's just go ahead and make this official. That's all I'm asking. I ain't asking for nothing major. Y'all ain't got nothing going on for real like that because y'all are here. Right? You at your job, ignoring that message from Susan. Susan down there at the managerial office done send you a passive-aggressive email that you are ignoring currently. You done click this video anyways. You ain't got nothing better to do. You don't even like your job like that for real, but it's paying your bills, so you still go, right? Subscribe. Marry me now. Let's make this YouTube relationship official. I'm looking for something dumb to do. This page is a compilation of dumb things. This page is a compilation of all the foolery that's happening in the world. You ain't really got nothing going on like that. Go ahead and subscribe. Marry me. Make it official. Make it official. I'm not a side piece. Okay, I am the main course. Subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you always know when I upload. And also, shout out to everybody. From my last video, I spoke a little bit about just like, identity and trying to figure that out. And just like the amount of people who are like, sometimes being a vibe in the community is all you need. And you are a vibe, like you make our days better, you make us laugh, you do all of those things. It just was encouraging. So thank y'all so much. Y'all are definitely a vibe in my community, okay? Because y'all do the things and y'all keep me going and y'all keep me, clocking in. Y'all keep me excited. The conversations that we're able to have, the people we're able to drag, okay? The laughters that we're able to have. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. So definitely subscribe. And on today's episode, have y'all seen the statue? Have y'all seen the statue that ain't got the limitations that have all the people of God talking about it online, especially on the TikTok? Have y'all seen the statue? Go ahead and subscribe. Let's talk all about it. So for those who may not know, you had this man. His name is Thomas J. Price. He's a British sculptor. So he's made like different sculptures all over, the world. And he has what I would call like maybe an exhibit happening right now called like Grounded in the Stars. Whereas he essentially designs sculptures of everyday people to almost like counteract our notions of how like, sculptures tend to be of like people who are maybe like heroic in terms of like maybe war, heroic in terms of like maybe, they killed something or like maybe they invented something like that changed things for like the better, right? Or just like people who are maybe like famous, like, the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's, like the Michelle Obamas, like all these different people of the world. So in this exhibit, he basically highlighted everyday people, me and you, built regular, walking regular. He decided to go ahead and highlight and go ahead and put, to the forefront and pay respect, okay? All the respect to the everyday people, okay? The essential workers. Y'all remember essential workers? Y'all remember how in 2020, everybody was essentially working to essentially help the people of God for the essentials to run the world? It wasn't Michelle Obama. It wasn't the Beyoncés of the world. It wasn't the Rihannas of the world. It wasn't the athletes of the world. It was the regular schmegular everyday people, the people that be driving the buses that gets you to work, the people that be working on the roads, the people that be at your doctor's office, the nurses, the people that be, serving you at restaurants, the people that actually be at the whatchamacallit, like at the grocery stores and them trying to cash you out. Which, by the way, have y'all noticed that as of late, ain't enough people working the cashiers no more? Why I'm having to scroll to figure out how much the tomato is? Why I'm having to figure out the bananas and put in the code? Why I'm having to do that? Get somebody to come and work these registers. Get somebody to come and ring me out and work these registers. Because if I got to do it by myself, in these tariff times, where you people are selling me one egg for $11, if I had to keep doing it by myself, all I'm saying is I might make mistakes. That's all I'm trying to say, right? But these the people that be essential for the essentials of the essentials. You know what I'm saying? And so why this baby gonna release a whole bunch of sculptures, and then you have one that everybody won't stop talking about, and I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, like I'm sick and tired of y'all. Okay, the bronze statue entitled "Grounded in the Stars" is one of 2 art installations by British artist Thomas J. Price, whose work is challenging people's assumptions about identity and representation. Meaning, sometimes represent the elbows, okay? Sometimes represent the fupa, okay? Sometimes represent the jiggle, right? Sometimes loose booty, sometimes. That's it, sometimes. We got to switch it up for the people of God. You know what I'm saying? Creating a moment for reflection in the frenetic. Which one is frenetic? Let's figure it out. Hold on. Because we got to educate the people of God. Frenetic finna be, is it frenetic? Frenetic. And now, frenetic means fast and energetic in a rather wild and uncontrollable way. A frenetic pace of activity. I'm talking about hustle and bustle. That's what it's giving, right? So let's read it within context. It's going to say creating a moment for reflection in the frenetic, right? So when the people of God are just kind of like, oh my gosh, I got to go, drive through, drive by, drive through, drive by. When people are moving like that, this baby's like, nah, let's reflect, okay? Let's look at these things and reflect. Let's look at these statues and reflect and see ourselves and pause, take a picture, take in the view instead of just kind of like, because you know how New York be, it be like, that's how the people be going. So Thomas J. Price gonna say, y'all gonna go ahead and get your frenetic on in a busy, wait. No. Y'all gonna get your reflection on in a frenetic, okay? A frenetic, body-filled public space. The young woman dressed in contemporary clothes but poses like Michelangelo's David. Remember the guy with the low wee-wee? I'm gonna leave his picture right here as well. The pose supposed to be similar, right? She supposed to go ahead and mimic our good brother with the low wee-wee down there in France. That was kind of like the low inspiration behind it, right? This has caught the attention of the art world and passerby alike. The intention of my public work is to become part of the place they inhabit and its physical material history, as well as the visitors that pass through and around the location, no matter how fleeting, Price said in a statement posted on Times Square's website. Grounded in the Stars will be on view until Tuesday, June 17th at the intersection of Broadway Avenue and 46th Street. So basically, this baby is saying, like, if I'm going to make something, I want it to reflect the actual place. I want it to reflect the people that inhabit those places. Meaning, if you are a regular schmegular New Yorker who maybe passes by or works around Times Square, and you look like that, or maybe you know people that look like that that live within that city, I want you to take a moment and see yourself. Because again, the world is frenetic. We don't learn a new word. Word of the day, frenetic. Y'all be getting your frenetic on instead of getting your reflection on. So Thomas J. Price gonna be like, go ahead and get your reflection on. Stop with the frenetic, okay? So you could see yourself. So you could see the people that live in the space that you inhabit. So you could see the world around you represented. Not the most spectacular of the people. Again, the Beyoncés of the world, the Oprahs of the world, like none of those. See yourself in your own place. You live here, I want you to see yourself. That's it. That's all our good brother Jay Price done ask the people of God. So I then went on his website to kind of like see some of the work that he's done in the past, because again, everybody's talking about this. So I went to do a little bit more research, and I'm gonna leave some of the pictures right here. You have this one over here of our good sis, you know, nice little bun, you know, sweatpants, regular tee. She has her hands in her pocket, chilling, vibing. All these, you know, sculptures, all these statues, they're very much like larger than life. Like you are, if this a human, they're up there. It's just like very much up there, right? So this is one of the ones that he has. And he also has this other one. And he has them on different locations. Some of them are like in LA, some of them are in London. So like all over the world, he's done this as a way to like, okay, let's, you know, let's whatchamacallit, let's showcase the everyday people of those spaces. Let's showcase the everyday person. Let's highlight different, okay, everyday people and allow them to, for a very brief moment, because mind you, this thing's gonna be going only until June 17th. Today is what? May 14th. Okay, by June, it's gonna be gone. So for like a little moment, let's just take a second and see ourselves and acknowledge the beauty, the strength, the humanity, and the resilience in the everyday person, right? Very chill. You're not wearing no gown. You ain't got no, you know, no sword or nothing. You just like regular schmegular, non-major. And so now we get to the actual statue that has everybody talking. I'm gonna play you a couple videos that I saw, but this is the statue. You got a good sis in what seems like either jeans or maybe like sweatpants. They got on walking shoes, a regular t-shirt. They have braids, and it's like right here, very much like short braids. Very chill, hands on their hips. Again, trying to mimic a little bit of that. Michelangelo. I don't know if it's Michelangelo or Michelangelo. One of the Angelos with the little wee-wees. They're trying to mimic that. So Augustus is just like standing, very strong, minding her business, living her best life, just standing. This her again, grounded in the stars. And placement to me is very much just kind of like, okay, if you look at Times Square, all the billboards, you got all kinds of stars. You got Beyonce on one side, you got like all these like maybe movie, whatchamacallit, posters and movie trailers that sometimes can be seen. So you have like all these different stars. And there she is, this regular schmegular black woman, tall, very strong, just standing, not doing nothing, not bothering nobody. I want us to look at we just gonna go ahead and zoom in. This our good sis. I want y'all to see. We are zoomed in. This our good sis. Just looking. Just looking. In her regular t-shirt and her regular pants. Intentionally. This is a regular woman, okay? Regular woman living her life, everyday life. This again is an intentional thing. Just like we saw from the other one. Sweatpants, t-shirt, walking shoes, hands in the pockets, just looking, and also with like either braids or like a bun, right? And then we saw another one, the same one of his work. Our good sis She literally looks like she's wearing, whatchamacallit, workout outfits, okay? Regular workout outfits with like a low, bra situation, like a workout bra and like the workout pants, braids, just like, oh my gosh, like probably finished a run or something. All of these are examples of everyday regular schmegular Black women all over the world. Dress regular, some of them in braids. I think the other one is probably like a bun. I can't tell if it's like, actual hair or just like braided hair. But again, relaxed Black women. That's it. Now let's get into the commentary online. Okay? Because the way my heart broke for all of us, and I'm just kind of like, y'all make me tired and y'all make me sick. Okay?
That Black and Ugly in Times Square is wild. Like, they really think we're a joke. Like, that big behind, 12-foot, overweight Black woman in the middle of Times Square, that is what they chose to represent us. Like, that's what they think about us, y'all. Big, overweight, just, there's nothing attractive about the statue. There's nothing appeasing. It's like this monster of a Black woman who's dominating. Like, y'all know what it gives, this aggressive, overpowering, masculine Black woman. That's what the statue gives. It does not give anything feminine, soft, strong, powerful, fit. No, it's a big, black, fat, overweight woman in the middle of Times Square to take pictures of. Y'all, they really be playing with us. And until we recognize what is happening out here, they're going to keep playing with us. They're going to keep playing with us because we play with ourselves. Baby, this is wild. Wild. Wild.
Monstrous, fat, Black, ugly, aggressive, masculine, like a monster. And whole time, this woman is talking about this how they see us, this how they see us, this how they see us. Insinuating that the they be what? White people, that the they be what? The colonizers, be what? Bred down there at the office. Whole time, let me show you Thomas. Mind you, this wasn't the only take. This the man. This the man behind the statue. This the man. He Black. He Black. Very much Black. Very much Black. He Black. So who is the they that you're saying this is how they think of us, this is how they view us, this is how they. And Black people are not a monolith. Black women are not a monolith. Black women come in different shapes, sizes, hair textures, different heights, different temperaments, different statures. Black women come in various different ways. But the problem is, it's only one kind of Black that is accepted. It is only one kind of Black that is accepted. It is a skinny Black. It is the itty bitty waist Black. It is the, loose texture Black. Because let's go ahead and we're going to zoom in on the statue. Please locate the aggression. I zoomed in on the picture because I want us to find the aggression. Let me go ahead and Let me just, because sometimes we got to see some things, you know? Where is the aggression for the women of God? Where is the aggression on the woman of God? Is it under my couch? Because I can't seem to find it on the picture. But let's check under my couch. Maybe the aggression is under here. Because yeah, I know I be getting a little rowdy. Perhaps the aggression is under my couch. So let's just go ahead and check. I'm not seeing it. Go ahead and check under your own couch. Find me the aggression immediately. I need for you to find the aggression. I need for you to solve for the ugly. Solve for the ugly. Solve for the aggression. Solve for the masculine. Solve for all of that. I need for us to be serious. Because the problem, I'm going to tell you this. The problem isn't the weight. The problem is the distribution of the weight. That's what the problem is. Because if you take the weight that's on the midsection of the statue, which again, your mama look like that. Your auntie look like that. Kid or not, many women look like that. Many people carry a low belly, a low 1, 2, 1, 3 for the kid. Many people do. The average black woman, the average woman, period, carries a low weight. But the problem isn't the weight. The problem is the distribution of that weight. Because take the weight on her stomach, okay? Put it a little bit on her behind. Put it a little bit on her hips. Then we don't have a problem with it. And I'm going to show you a video that proves just that. We're going to pause right here. Because again, this creator right here, the point that they were trying to make is the statue is ugly because she's not presented like this. She's not skinny. She's not light skinned. She doesn't have a tiny itty bitty of a waist. And then they show a much more of a plus size body, which I'm going to go ahead and bet you, I'll bet you at least $2 because I ain't really got a lot of money to bet right now. But if I had to bet, I'll bet you a little $2. Okay, $2.50. I will bet you $2.50 that if you put both of these women, I'm going to leave both of them side by side. The inspiration behind the statue, if we put her over here and we put our good sis over here, whether it's a real person or AI, I'm not sure. But if we put both of them side by side and we ask them to weigh themselves, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be that far in weight. They're not going to be that far. But distribution matters. All your fat has to go behind you. It can never be before you. It always has to be behind you, on your side. Because again, you put them side by side, the inspiration behind this statue, and you put the example that would have been acceptable according to this creator right here, it's distribution. It's distribution. Because if you look at the breasticle size, probably around the same. Hers just has a little bit more cleavage. There's like that sexy, that little element to it. Which again, Black women of all sizes, of all shapes, we exude that. We embody that. But if I'm trying to run to the store, if I'm trying to just like run around, I'm not going to have no cleavage, no corset, no nothing. I'm not going to have that. right? And the reality is the problem isn't the choice of outfit. That's not the problem. Because if the problem was the choice of outfit, y'all would have had a problem with his other two statues as well. Because all of them dress casual. This one right here, we're talking about workout outfit, braids. But she's skinny though. She's fit. Y'all ain't had no problem with the clothing. Y'all ain't had no problem with that presentation. Y'all ain't had no problem with that. The other one, sweatpants, same t-shirt, same concept. Hands in the pocket. Both of them are just looking. And no aggression in their eyes though. And no anger, and no masculinity. And no ugliness in them. The only person that's ugly is the statue of the woman who has a little bit more fat in the midsection. It's not shaped like Coca-Cola. They carry their weight right here and not behind them, okay? Not a lot of hips going on. That's the only person that's aggressive. Why? Why? This is coming from a black woman. Because honestly, it's been a lot of conversations around the colonizers and them. They've been talking about this negatively. I'm not going to talk about that because I expected them to. I did. I expected them to. But for us to turn around and look at ourselves and look at a version of us and call them monstrous, call them ugly, call them unappealing, call them aggressive, angry. And people in the comments were going at it. Well, you know, other races of people, they have people that are also fat, but they don't highlight them. How is that an argument? How is that an argument? How is that an argument? If we're going to say we are the standard of beauty, which I know we are, how is that? Why is it then wrong that we be the first represented of another body type that's typically not celebrated? What's wrong with that? August is, you know, probably a little booty down there, non-major. Okay, she carrying her weight in her midsection, which a lot of us do. Not a lot of hips going on. And she's aggressive, she's angry, she's ugly, she's fat. Mind you, it's people in the world that look like that. Half the people commenting themselves, they look like that. But we are so uncomfortable with our own self. Some of us, we hate ourselves so much more that we only accept variations and versions of ourselves that is deemed appropriate, that is celebrated. In so many areas, I know I am not the standard of beauty. And it's fine. I don't have to be your standard. I am my own though. I am my own. But the problem is, some of y'all don't be the standard of beauty to the world. And then you look at the mirror and you're like, you know what? I must be ugly. And you accept that. And so when you see other people that look like you have a problem with even recognizing the beauty within them because you fail to recognize it within yourself. And that is sad. Because if you really pay attention, our good sis, I was calling the statue very monstrous and whatever the case is. Fall off the gym a little while. Get broke a little while. Let life happen a little while. Okay? And maybe you're not able to make the healthiest of choices. Let life happen a little bit. You are a couple cheeseburgers and a couple milkshakes away from looking like the statue. You're not that far. Have some kids, and you will look like that. Even if you're natural, like maybe petite, have some kids. You will look like that. You will. And you hate that. And because you hate that, you create a problem where there was none. I love that this was done in this way because that's how I would step out the house to go run around. Especially with the kind of work that I do, I dress up like maybe in dresses or whatever. When I'm going out, for dates night, or even when like my husband is coming home, for the most part, I'm in regular pants, I'm in leggings, comfortable shoes, because my job, I'm going to clean. I'm going to run errands. I can't do that in a gown. And I deserve to be honored as well. That woman was probably a woman, let's just say maybe was working at a cashier's or something. A woman that's an active member of your community. A woman that actually participates, right, in the community to make the community better, to make the community run. Essential workers typically will look like that. And we're going to turn around and demonize them. Why? Because not only does she carry weight, she carries it in the places that we deem unacceptable. And so you had all these philosophical thinkers coming up with different reasons. And the more they keep talking, they keep tooth rolling and gyrating around the self-hatred, around the fat phobia, around the body shaming of larger bodies. That's what it is. Because one thing about it, I'm going to respect our good sis. The one that called her fat and ugly, at least I'm going to respect her because she was the only person that was honest. A whole lot of people were in there trying to cut through the corners. Or the problem was because of her hair. Yeah, don't be getting braids. Because like, who lying? Braids these days, they costing $111,000. And you still got to go ahead and wash your hair before you come. Bring the hair by yourself. Finish the ends by yourself. It keeps getting expensive by the day. Why? Because most Black women, they walk around with braids. Most of us do. You could do a little cornrow. You could do a little, bantu knot if you want to switch it up. But for the most part, we be in braids. That's what we be at, in braids. Oh, the problem was the hair. Black women wear their braids. Oh, well, the problem was her outfit. Show me how you go to the grocery store. In a gown? Do you go to the store looking like, whatchamacallit? Tiana Taylor at the Met Gala? Is that how you be going to the store? Getting your, whatchamacallit? Black. Oh, what was the theme of this Met Gala? Good God, I can't think. Black dandyism. Is that how you be going to the store? The video that this good sis played over here of like how it should have been done. Let's look over here. This girl has on whatchamacallit, a whole corset. Literally flowy skirt and a suit. Another corset. Flowy skirts. Lashes done. Another corset. Beaded necklace. Is that how y'all be going at the store? Or do y'all be wearing jeans? And then another thing. Who's dressing in a corset in this heat? Who is dressing in that corset? Who is getting their Bridgerton on trying to run to the grocery store? Nobody. Even at your job, that ain't how you dressing. That's like special occasion. And if the whole thing was like, okay, all these other groups of people were dressed dapper. Everybody else was dressed up. Everybody else was portrayed elegantly. Everybody else was portrayed in this corset, very like, oh my gosh, like put together, like very much like prim and perfect and proper. If everybody was portrayed like that by this man, this Thomas J. Price of a man, okay? If he portrayed everybody else, every group of people that way, and then turned around to this black woman, this particular kind of a black woman, a little bit taller, not our shape, very much like shape, very straight, a little bit of meat in the belly, not a lot of hips, not a lot of booty. If they turned around and portrayed everybody else elegantly and only portrayed her in the sweatpants and the t-shirt, then I'd be like, okay, wait a minute. Why not include her in the conversation? Why not include her in the theme like everybody else was? But again, we done looked at 3 different work by this same man under the same, the same, under this same, whatchamacallit, exhibit. She fits right in with the exhibit. The problem is her weight. The problem is how she's shaped. The problem is the distribution of that weight. So at least I respect the sis who went and called her fat, because at least you went straight to the point. You went straight to the point. You called a thing a thing. Let's look at the gymnastics that this how good sis was trying to do now.
See, but I'm not shocked by the whole New York statue thing, because literally anytime there's a beautiful black model, they shave her head. Like, they shave her fucking head.
Why are we talking about bald heads? Please, why are we talking about bald heads? Why? Again, gymnastics. Call a thing a thing. Say it with your whole chest. Because the caption on this video is, God forbid a black woman is attractive. So the statue is not attractive. All the people that look like the statue, they're not attractive. All the black women that look like the statue, they're not attractive. All the black women that are built like the statues, they're not attractive. So now, instead of just calling them ugly, like the other lady did, she talking about the bald head. Locate the sense, please, quickly. Okay? Plug in the numbers and show your work. Carry the 3 and show me how exactly you ended up with bald-headed ass black women that be models. Show your work. Like yesterday, and submit, the work was due yesterday, 11:59, blackboard. The problem is her fatness. That's what the problem is. That is what the problem is.
Maybe if she's like mixed or something, they might not shave her head. But if she's like African, if she's dark skinned, they shave her fucking head. And like, if you think I'm lying, like, go look it up. Like, they shave their heads every single time. Like, I don't know what's up with these agencies and these magazines. Like, they just, like, I swear they just don't want black women to be pretty. Like, I don't know, they just don't like to push that out. Like, even in fucking shows, like, go watch some movies and you'll see it. They really love to push a specific narrative of what black women look like.
They don't like black women to be pretty. They don't want to push that out. Okay, so if I'm even going to try to follow your line of reasoning, so the black models that be bald, they're not pretty either. So for black women to be pretty, they gotta be petite like you, have hair like you, with, if I'm looking at this correctly, maybe you're not a 4C, maybe like a 4A, 4B, maybe 3 something. So for black women to be attractive, they have to be like this. The bald ones, according to your logic, don't be pretty either. The bald black models that you be seeing, they don't be pretty either. Right? I'm trying to follow your line of thinking. Because if all they do the days, whole times, Thomas J. Price, he a black man. People went from getting mad that he a black man to starting to talk about, well, you know, he British. So ain't no black British. Ain't no black people that are British. They don't be there. He don't see no black. He don't see no black British women. He just don't see. He just so out of it. He don't be like, call the thing a thing. Well, this how they see us. This how they see. Yes, because some of us are fat and built like that. Bartimaeus could tell you that some of us are built like that. Stevie Wonder could tell you that some of us are built like that. Yes. That's how some of us are built. And we can be seen as, you know, desirable. We can be seen as beautiful. We can be seen as, whatchamacallit, attractive and feminine. Unless we look like what? Itty bitty like this. This how they see us. Yes. Because some of us look like that. Some of us look like this. Some of us look like this. Some of us look like that. I have friends. I have family. Some of us just look like that. So the bald ones don't be pretty either, according to your logic.
And it's, yeah. Like, before people say, like, well, this looks like a bunch of y'all's aunties and, like, all that, white women and Hispanic women are big too. But they're not going to make them look weird in movies, in modeling, statues. They always look good.
They're not going to make them look weird. So real people that are built like that, real black women that are built like that, they're weird to you. Like they don't deserve to be celebrated. Because that statue, if you pay attention, she looked like Annie from Sinners. She didn't deserve to have that role, huh? Because how weird she looks. How weird does she look? Like, are you dumb or are you slow? They're not going to make them look weird. Under the same breath where you just acknowledge that it's a lot of people that look like that in real life. A lot of y'all aunties, a lot of y'all cousins, and them, a lot of y'all mamas look like that. But they're not going to make them look weird. So all these people that are built like this, they're weird to you. They're unattractive and weird. The bald ones we've already covered are weird. These are the ones that are unattractive and weird too. Do y'all see how deep this hatred for black women? Really, black women. Because y'all ain't got no problem. And I'm not even trying to make this comparison to be shady or like be mean or nothing like that. But if you look at Rihanna right now, in her pregnancy, or maybe once she gives birth immediately after, whatever, easily could be built like one of these women. She's not the biggest with like maybe hips. Some of them maybe like, you know, the hips kind of like came after, like maybe after childbirth. Because like somebody like Sierra, she was always very much just kind of like, you know, she had curves, but her curves were never like, it never gave, right? It never gave. Now you could see a little bit more of that because again, she's had children, like your body changes after you've had children. If you look at somebody like Rihanna in her pregnancy, even right now, or soon after she gave birth, easily that's the body. The low midsection, you can't really see a lot of the curves. You can't really see a lot of the hips. You can't really see a lot of the booty. Easily could look like the statue. Y'all would not have a problem with that. You wouldn't. Because that's not her baseline. That's not her baseline. Eventually that will go away. The flat tummy will come back or whatever. But for the women who just, that's just their base. That's just how they're built. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that so much. And some of y'all biggest fears in life is to look like that. It's because you know the reality of how life is, of how people treat you when you look like that. And mind you, this statue was literally after like a real person. This was literally after a real person who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was her.
Hey, it's me, the statue, in the middle of Times Square. Although I do really appreciate y'all putting me in the middle of Times Square, y'all could have did me, a better look. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my go to the grocery store look. You know what I'm saying? This is my wake up and throw something on so I can go grab the mail look. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my, oh shit, you gotta run to the store and grab some toothpaste because you forgot it look. This is not the look that I wanted y'all to do. More like this, like, cutesy, belly shirts, because you know they only for bitches with bellies. Maybe a side part, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a side part. Or something more business casual, huh? Yeah? Maybe bun, updo.
And she did like a little funny video. I thought it was like a little hee little haha. Right? But there was another girl who was like, dang, like that looks like me. So she went on Twitter and was like, dang, I'm inspired that y'all, broadcasted me. And about like 97,000 people were like, dang, like that does look like you. That does, that statue is built like you. And people are like, hee ha ha. And then the backlash came. And then the insults came. The fat, the ugly, the aggressive, the unattractive, the masculine, all of that came. And so you have people who look like that turn around and be like, dang, like, am I unattractive? Am I masculine? Am I aggressive just because of how I'm built? I don't deserve to be represented. I don't deserve to be seen. When we talk about Black beauty, I don't deserve to be seen. I carry weight in my midsection. I'm not as tall as a statue, right? I carry weight like most women. I carry weight in my midsection. I'm not about to be eating salad with a side of air for every meal just to look like some of y'all. No. Sometimes you carry the weight. Is that now? We just can't see the hump. We just cannot. I can't even include myself because like I have a bright future behind me. I have a little bit more hips. Sometimes they're overshadowed by the weight I carry in my midsection, but for the most part, like I am what is considered acceptable. Because even when you look at like whatchamacallit, fashion, like plus size fashion influencers, it's two that's coming off the top of my head. You have like Miss Christine, I think her name is, and then you have, is it Miss Christine? But like both of the women, they're just like, that's acceptable. That's acceptable in a way that other Black bodies, other plus size Black bodies are not.
Anyways, that's my opinion on that. I just I want so much more for us. Like, I want us to be seen as just how beautiful and attractive, where we can just be that, just sexy as fuck, baddie. We don't have to I don't know, have some deep story. Just be bad, like be gorgeous, and yeah, and not with our head shaved. Like, what the fuck?
I want more for us. I just want us to be bad as hell, beautiful, sexy. What about that statue said that she wasn't? I want to zoom in just as far as like how this athletic, statue was described. right? Just because of like maybe her stature and her physique versus how the one on the Times Square was described. Now, this is not being described by the same person. I want to be very clear. The very first video that I played, the other lady called the statue in Times Square very aggressive, very masculine, not at all feminine, very angry, fat, ugly, and black. That's how she was described. But let's look at this other lady. Describe the statue, the one in the, athletic, you know, outfit.
Oh, hey, this is your girl, Miss Maine. Listen, I'm in a city, San Francisco, on the pier. I take the ferry in every day from Larkspur to San Francisco for work. But this statue right here is everything to me. It gives me all the vibes of everything black woman strength, black woman beauty, black woman endurance. It is an amazing statue, and I just can't resist it. It's just amazing. Just take it in. If you're into art or if you're into statues, whatever it is that you're into, ignore the people. But this is just an amazing statue. And I want to get close up on her face just so you can see the emotion of, baby, I got it. I'm in this, but I'm tired at the same time. Everything about this statue inspires me to be better, to walk in my truth, to love me, and to hustle and grind in a healthy way. Anyway, wanted to share.
This statue, her face gave black woman beauty, it gave endurance, it gave, grace, it gave elegance, it gave, I'm tired, but I still got it. You know, it gave, I'm standing in my power, which I agree. It gave all of those things. But let's look at again our good sis from Times Square. I'm going to zoom in on her face. Why is her face not giving us the black beauty? Why is it not giving us the black elegance? Why is it not giving us the black endurance? Why is it not giving us like, I'm going still going? Why is she giving us aggressive? Why is she giving us angry? Why is she giving us masculine? Look, I'm going to put both of them side by side. Look at it. Other sis on the go. I'm tired, but I still got it. Our other sis, Times Square, on the go. I'm just like, oh, child. I'm tired, child, but I still got to go ahead and do these things, feed them kids, do whatever, finish my work. But somehow she's angry and she's aggressive. She's too masculine, nothing appealing about her, nothing attractive about her. It's like a scheme that people done set us up to disrespect the black woman and the things. And whole time, it's only because she carries her weight in her belly, ain't got no hips, and ain't got no booty. It's just weight distribution. And until we deal with that, we really never are gonna get what it means to be represented. Until we understand that black beauty shows up in different ways, different textures, different body styles, different weight points. Until we realize that, until we realize and reconcile with the beauty that we hold in our differences, representation could be smacking us across the face and we still will not know what it was. And it's sad. It's sad that it came from us. It came from black women because low-key, y'all be mean girls. Low-key. Y'all be mean girls. Y'all be terrible. Y'all be mean girls. Y'all be terrible. Y'all be the girlies that bullied other kids, bullied other young black girls who maybe did not fit that aesthetics that maybe you had. Y'all the same ones that were bullies in high school, that were disrespectful in high school. Now y'all are just adults with a platform. And so you get to be talking about Black women that look like people in your community. You get to be talking about them in that way. Until we deal with that, we're just going to keep tootsie rolling around it. Y'all are bullies. God forbid a Black woman be attractive. What was unattractive about that? What was unattractive about her? Y'all be the same one that will bully African kids in schools. Y'all be the same ones. For the noses, like, y'all be the same ones. Y'all be the same ones. Y'all are just adults now. And that's sad and disgusting. Alrighty, y'all, that's it on me. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Comment your thoughts down below. What was your first impression of the statue? If you saw it, or if you saw it in person, or maybe, you know, you saw it talked about, what was your first impression? Because my first impression of the statue was the video. Calling our good sis, fat, Black, aggressive, and all of the stuff. And then you know how you have the search bar down there on TikTok. I'm like, wait a minute. What are we talking about? Like, who has been displayed? And I go to look and I'm like, pause. What? What are we talking about? Comment down below and let me know what your interaction with it was. Did you feel represented? Did you feel seen by this statue? Do you need a little bit more work as far as like your self-esteem, as far as like your self-love as a Black woman? Let's talk about it. Let's be respectful. Let's fear the Lord. And I'm going to go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z's.